Malcolm is twisting and turning through streets, looking for smaller streets with less traffic, looking to slow down, looking to lose pursuit. The police radio, hidden under the back seat of the car, spits out its message.
Calling all cars. Be on the lookout for 1928 Ford Phaeton in gray. Last seen with top down and 2 occupants, both heavily armed and considered dangerous. If spotted, do follow and maintain distance. Radio dispatch with location and direction of travel. Suspects in the vehicle are believed to be Reardon. Repeat. Suspects in the vehicle are believed to be Jim Calloway and Malcolm Reardon. Both are considered to be heavily armed and extremely dangerous. Message repeats. Be on the lookout for a 1928 Ford Phaeton in gray. Last seen with top down and 2 occupants, both heavily armed and considered dangerous. If spotted, do not approach. Follow and maintain distance. Radio dispatch with location and direction of travel. Suspects in the vehicle are believed to Repeat. Suspects in the vehicle are believed to be Jim Calloway and Malcolm O'Riordan. Both are considered to be heavily armed and extremely dangerous.
Where you want to go, Jimmy?
We gotta go. We gotta get going. We gotta go back home. We're gonna, right, it's too dangerous to go back home, but yeah, try to get into the small alleyways, trying to hide from the cops as much as possible. We gotta go see the boss. We gotta go back home.
The boss? Aren't we too hot? They got us by now.
Do you know where's Mickey's? Do you know where's Mickey's cabin is?
I mean,
go to Mickey's cabin. Bring us to Mickey's cabin.
I think I can get us in the right area, and then maybe we can call.
Okay. Do your best. Do your best, young fella.
Part of his evasion is his skill as a driver. But sometimes things are just luck. A few times as you drive, you catch the sight of a Boston police vehicle a couple of blocks away, moving in a different direction, but none coming up behind. One thing about Malcolm's choice of this car is just how common it is. The only thing more common would be a Model A. It's not as fast, not as light. It's harder to hide Tommy guns under the back seat. This Phaeton in gray is almost invisible. You want to stop and put the top up?
Yeah, there's And it's getting cold as well. We have no choice. Let's do this. Do you have some kind of straps in the back, Malcolm?
Yeah, on the back. For luggage.
Yeah. All right, I'm going there, taking out the straps, and I'm wrapping up the book with the straps.
He's putting the convertible roof back up. All right,
When the
snapping it
book
into
is
place.
strapped, yeah. When the book is strapped up, I give him a hand, make sure everything's is in its right it's in its right place. Put the book in the back.
Okay.
If you can find a garage, Malcolm.
Yeah. If I can
As
find
soon
a
as we get out of Boston, find ourselves a garage. With like a gas station or something.
You want to switch cars?
Yeah, we'll see. I have an idea.
All right. Something under Malcolm's shirt is moving.
Well, hey, what's that? I grabbed my knife. What's that? In your shirt.
Nothing.
Something is moving under your shirt. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel something is moving under your shirt?
No, there's nothing. There's definitely something moving under his shirt. And he's got that look in his eye like he's hiding something. That's not
I open that shirt.
It's under his skin. You can see it sliding up under the skin.
As a kid, you get something under your skin. It's moving up your throat. Moving up your throat.
You don't know what you're talking about. Calm down. Put the knife away. Someone's going to see.
And get in the car. Get it. And wait. I'm going to drive. So, when we switch position, I run faster, close the door, try to leave without it.
Okay. Car's still running. Okay. Under some stress. This thing under the skin, this is not normal. Percentile.
What did you say it was against?
Sanity.
I keep my cool. Everything is fine.
Would you want to leave him behind?
I'm leaving him behind. Yeah.
All right. He doesn't seem to object. Just got his hands up.
I get in the car. I don't look at him. I just I drive away.
Fast.
Drive away. Well, just follow the traffic. I follow the traffic.
Okay. Where are you headed?
I get in the traffic and I go toward in the direction of Mickey's cabin.
Okay.
When paper is worth more than the money printed on it, working men would rather risk blindness than stay sober, and an honest day's work pacing promises and stale bread. What kind of man? Asks what kind of man turns to what cowards call crime, but name in their hearts is murder? Thumbs wag, and fingers point at the gunsels, the black sheep, heads shake, disapproval, and boasts of what would be different if someone had just taken charge, or if no rod had been spared on pinstripe boys playing as men. Things would be better if folk had just listened to me, they say, and sigh at the loss of the perfect world that could have been. With the broken dream of farmland blotting out the sun, with bankers proving Newton right and lurid splashes of failure along the cracked pavement of other people's hopes, with all the old lies tottering on crutches and frantic grins through the freshly painted doors of cathedrals and speakeasies alike. The kind of man asks if what he is thinking and doing is right. Not the killers. That's for damn sure.
Moving out of Boston to the north. Several times, police cars going by in one direction, crossing in front or crossing behind. Slow moving carriages, faster moving delivery trucks. Normal. It's a normal day. But as you're rolling down the streets, the city streets, heads turn to watch you go, eyes follow.
As soon as I'm out of the city, I look for a gas station, and I park. I park there.
Well, on the outskirts of Boston, smaller road, not that rich, well-maintained, beautifully tree-lined road, not that road that leads out to where all the rich people live, where the boss lives, the Gavigans live, not that way. This other road, this dirt road, damaged in places by the heavy snowfall and melt, huge potholes, ruts in the road, kind of forcing the wheels to go one way or the other way. There's a rasping voice in the back seat. You're a sick man. And a sound like teeth clicking together.
I'm driving, try not to listen to the voice, looking for a gas station.
On your right shoulder, your left shoulder. It's a tap. Tap, tap, tap. There was no one in the car before. You know there was no one in the car before.
I'm looking at the road. Try to stay focused on the road.
There's a smell of rotten meat.
Yeah, that's not real. I said to myself out loud, that's not real. That's when I pulled down the window.
Sanity.
Stay focused. I remember. The Gavigan told me put a strap on the book. I know I'm safe. I know it's strapped up in the back. You strapped up? Nothing you can do.
Corner of your eye. Your right eye, middle of the car. Most of the profile of a man leaning forward across the front seat, leaning out of the back seat. So his face is side by side with yours. No nose, no ears, just rotting pieces of flesh dripping off onto the front seat. Came a long way to talk to you, and you're ignoring me like this?
I keep going. And I know that's not real. That's bullshit.
Maybe I should get your attention like your father used to, huh?
I look outside. I stop talking to it. Just look in the front, grinding my teeth. Get closer to the window.
You see the hand. Just like Dad used to show you his hand before he would smack you.
At this moment, I push the brake. Push the brake.
All right. The hand, the arm, the body behind it, fingers gripping your shoulder, tight, bony fingers digging into the flesh, the hand that was going to smack you going out to the dashboard to stop the very physical meat-shedding body, which doesn't seem very much like a ghost at all. Its empty eye sockets peering directly at you. All right, little man, little sick man, let's dance. And he's crawling into the front seat, shedding pieces of meat as he comes.
I open the door. Next to me, I get out of the car. I put the gun out. I open the door in the back. He drives, try to.
Following you out of the front door, around the car.
I grab the book in the back, in one hand, and then I go back shooting.
Okay.
I go back, and I still get my composure, and I take my distance. I aim well. I shoot. Okay, it's not that far, and I shoot in his face.
Boom. Damage. No blood. But meat blows through out the other side.
And I keep shooting at it, but I'm still going backwards, shooting again.
How much space do you want between you?
Not much space. Just I don't know, maybe 10 feet.
Okay.
10 feet.
Every step you take backward is a step he takes forward. Every step you take backward, the meat on the body is moving, shifting, clumping, and coming together. Skin spreading, clothing fading into view.
And shoot again.
Okay.
I shoot again. I try to shoot as I walk backward. I step on the rock and I kind of shoot in the sky.
My boy should shoot better than that. And that voice. That voice. It's Dad's voice.
I drop. Drop the gun down. I drop the book down. I grab my knife. And I say, "Oh, you motherfucker, you want it done? Let's dance." And now I'm jumping on him. And I try to stab him in the neck to cut his head off.
All right.
I jump on him with my knife like that, but I slip. I kind of slip on the, in the muddy,
Yeah.
not easy road to, and I fall on him.
And he seeks a hold on you. If you like, you can resist with grapple. Or you can accept his loving embrace.
I grapple with him, and I managed to defend myself with holding hand,
Now, under your fingers, the flesh is becoming firmer, but first it's cold and dead. But skin is growing under your hand, right, wrapping around the skeletal fingers. Meat is moving into place to form muscle on bone. Eye is rolling up from inside the skull into the socket, right? Lids are descending and wrapping around it. And it is becoming the face of your father to match the voice of your father. He launches a low blow between your legs, but hits your thigh. He's gripping your arms. You have his arms. Can't find a good leverage on the slippery, muddy road. The car is still running, sitting over there. Trees. No sounds of other cars. It's just the two of you on this empty road in the middle of nowhere. And every heartbeat, every rough breath, your voice, raw, your blood, so tired. Is becoming more and more the young father who lost his wife to a baby he hated.
So I'm gonna keep grapple with him and try to stab him back again.
All right.
And I'm stuck in the grapple with him. You know, his grip is firmer.
He hooks a leg behind your leg. And only a supreme effort of dexterity is going to prevent you from going down.
And I managed to keep my balance. He's trying to. It's an old trick. It's an old trick that we used to do in the schoolyard when we were kids. So I know that trick. I know very well. So I put my leg back, and I managed to keep wrestling with him.
That rotten meat smell is still filling your nose. Every breath that he takes, he's breathing now, but his flesh under your fingers is still cold. He's fully dressed, right? His hair slicked back. Young man who is your father. No sign of the rotting corpse who climbed out of the back seat.
I try again. I keep wrestling with him. Try to stab him again in the neck.
You're still basically moving backwards, the car getting farther away behind him. Your back presses up against the front of a car. He's pushing, trying to get a hold, trying to get you in a grapple.
All right. So I'm gonna grapple him, twist, turn around. So I turn and he got his back on the car.
Let's see.
I'm struggling. I'm getting weaker and weaker.
You're now side by side. He couldn't keep you pinned, but you couldn't pin him, right? Your sides are banging up against the side of this car. You gonna show me what you're made of? Jimmy the Killer. What a joke.
I'm gonna try to evade him. And in this situation, see if I can get out of the grapple.
Okay. Again, this will be using grapple. He's still trying to pin you for sure.
I can, and I'm struggling. I'm getting weaker, and he's getting weaker and weaker. So I can't. I feel the car outside pushing me and pushing him back, and I have the knife in my hand, so it's not a firm grip. At the same time, it's just like an half grip.
There are incidental cuts in the shirt, as the grappling motions carry out, but no blood. He's not bleeding from the cuts. But he gets his leg hooked behind your knee, and gets you down. He's standing over you like you're small and he's huge, like you're a boy and he's a man. And he lets go of one of your wrists and raises that meaty fist up high. Right. He's going to bring it down on top of your head. And he's smiling. He says, I've wanted to do this since the first moment I saw you. He drops the hammer. And it hurts. £4.
So I'm -1.
Under the cold November sky, something from the outside finds a new home in the body of Jimmy Calloway. Let me close the curtain on tonight's session.
Oh no! Oh, damn it! That was an insane scene. Wow, that was an insane scene. So this is the first real combat I have in this game. So now I kind of know. It's very blow by blow kind of thing. It's like I grapple. I try. I was rolling way good. I was rolling halfway good, like shooting, doing some damage, and then I was like, I can shoot again. But then I realized, maybe I should just cut his head. But I had a memory of separate the head. I think I don't know if it was from Gavigan or if it was from somebody else. I don't remember. But for some reason, I was like, nah, it's not going to be the gun. It's going to be the knife. Okay. And when I record, what?
Folklore.
Folklore, yeah, but I
have to chop their heads up.
For some reason, maybe folklore, but I had like a memory of a conversation. I don't remember. Anyway, and then the memory of the father who said, "You want to dance?" And I'm like, "You left me alone. I was 16. You motherfucker! I'm gonna kill you." So it's like, okay, let's go. Let's do this.
Fire in the belly of Jimmy Calloway.
But I'm weak. I'm sick, and I'm old, and I got beat up. Oh man, that is so good. And I tried. I was like, it felt like it felt like it was almost. It felt like a Stephen King scene. To be really honest, it did felt like a Stephen King scene. I was like, because I'm reading Stephen King at the moment.
That personal relationship stuff, yeah.
Yeah, the dead father. When you want to dance, Jimmy the killer. You're not good. You know, it feels like a bullying father from the past. You know, getting back at the kid who used to be afraid, kind of thing. Really Stephen King-ish. And so he's there in the car, the face on the side. No, I don't see you. You're not there. Talking to myself, talking to the creature, kind of thing. Yeah. It did feel like Stephen King. So I get out and I'm like, I'm gonna fight. And now we're fighting in this empty road, you know. But when you said, you got your back on a car, I was like, how come a car is there? There was supposed to be nothing there.
Right. This is an example of the unreliable narrator.
What do you mean?
The character, Jimmy's experience of his world is not 100% accurate to what's there. Right?
Huh.
So he's in an empty car driving down the road. Where does the body come from? It comes from somewhere.
It comes from somewhere, and there's a car on the road.
Which you couldn't see.
It's blurry. I'm not sure if I understand, but what do you mean? First, you talk about the concept of the unreliable narrator. What is that?
That is when the details that you get from the source, like you're reading a book, they aren't accurate.
Complete. They're not accurate. They're not accurate.
Or they're an actual lie. Like in the case of where the voice of the book is the voice of a character, like you're being told the story, you're reading the character's thoughts and words, is speaking directly to the reader. And they tell, I'm innocent, I didn't do it, I wasn't even there that day, right? But they're lying, right? The narrator of the story is lying to you. So this is a technique. And we can see this in cinema and other forms of media, where some trick of the camera doesn't show you everything, or it shows it to you in a way to make it look like something else, and then later on in the movie they reveal what it really looked like. So this is the unreliable narrator. So Jimmy's experiencing the supernatural. And did he really fight his father on this road, or did he fight something else or someone else?
Yeah, well,
he'll never know.
That's great. Exactly. We don't know. But so what happened? So I'm not dead. I'm -1. So that means I'm unconscious, I guess. I don't know. I don't know the rule by heart.
When you get down to 2 and 1, the character's in danger of dying. 0 and below, unless something can happen immediately, medical attention, then the character dies.
Oh, so my character is dead.
Yeah.
Basically. Oh, so that's what happened. Oh, you killed my character. Oh no.
What would your character do? They would die.
So I lost my character. I lost the book, and I lost the character. Oh no! It was epic, though. It was
beautiful. It was a beautiful scene.
It was a beautiful scene. Fighting my father on the road, trying to leave with the book strapped on.
I love that. I love that you remember that.
Of course, I remember that. I was following the recipe. I was like, I need to go to a gas station. Bring me to a gas station. Oh man. It's the end of it's exactly the kind of ending that he would have. He's a hitman. You know,
he deserves that kind of ending.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's the case. Of course, he's
no redemption. No.
He was not. I was not going for no redemption in that game. I didn't felt. He was not feeling bad about his past. He just wanted to retire. He just wanted to finish his life with his. I was going through the thing, trying to see if I can run the investigation through. For now, he was about to destroy the book because that's what he knows that he should do. He didn't. That's basically what he was doing. So you talk about the agonist. An agonist, in my understanding, that's what he does. So in that sense, he's like, okay, so what I'm having to do now, in according to what I know. According to what I know,
What should I do? Yeah.
that's what should I do? And that's what I'm doing. I was not preparing his ending. I had no idea how it's gonna end. I was not trying to because we had that discussion. I was wondering, should I start seeing an end of an arc? As a player, organizing it, kind of thing, organizing my exit or something.
Every time you start thinking those thoughts, this time you're not thinking about what the character is experiencing.
Exactly, and you're not in the byproduct anymore. Now you are trying to producing a story.
Yeah.
Not the same thing. Not the same thing at all. So I was not. So when we had that discussion and you reminded me of that, I was like, that makes sense. It makes sense. We usually think of that being done by the GM, but in that case where you have some players who can try to do it,
Right.
and when you try to do that, the player forces a narrative in the play. Is it good? Is it bad? It's just it's not doing the same thing. We're not doing the same thing, right? If you start doing that, and so I did not. So I was like, okay, so what's the next logical thing?
Yeah, gas station was brilliant. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I was looking for some black oil in a bin. Let's go to the gas station. I don't know exactly where Mickey's cabin is. I left my driver there. It's kind of like this series of looking back on it. I'm like, okay, Anthony, check this out.
Okay.
You in this session, you crank the Cthulhu methods. You crank it. You say, okay, something is moving under your skin now. Your driver, the last person you have trust almost.
The last person you trusted, yeah.
The last person I trusted is something under his skin and it doesn't make sense and he looks like he's lying to me. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of there without him. Okay, now I'm alone. And now you have now you have like a zombie coming back kind of thing from the back of the car, so you gotta get out. Now you're alone with a zombie walking toward you in the middle, so you crank the pressure, and then so when this game pressurizes you and gets at you, the game master, it's not that hard for you to just crank up the volume a little bit, and then it just goes down fast, really fast.
It can.
Because it's deadly. It's deadly. And even and my character is weak. My character was weak, so he was not able to do that. So I was like, I can't. But I don't want to run. I tried at the end trying to run. At the end, I was tried. I was trying to make an escape. I tried a lot to fight in that, and I was listing. I tried to wrestle with him again if I could get out of his grip. I failed and I died. Basically, that's what it is.
Yeah.
But it's a cool ending. It's a cool ending. I'd like another character. I'd like another character, but if I come back in another character, now I have meta knowledge. That's too bad, isn't it?
Yeah. Unless you take on Malcolm.
Well, Malcolm, what do you mean?
Well, you could uplift Malcolm from being an NPC into being a PC, and he knows pretty much everything that Jimmy knows. But you'd still be playing a gangster.
I'll still be playing a gangster. Well, I told you right before the session starts, I stuck all my game. That's the only one I keep.
Yes.
Have a nice day. Oh man.
Yeah, it's interesting how the dice can go. I don't want to tell you how close you were on the other side of things. That's part of the fun of playing. Like, oh, if you'd scored like 5 more hit points, you would have. I don't want to get into into that kind of stuff.
It's not. It doesn't even matter. But it's too bad because it was a really good. I mean, it's too bad, but it's fun at the same time because it's. I think it's an epic ending that is suited for the character. It felt biblical. The father, the son, fighting. In an empty road. And the slow fighting bare fist, fighting hand in hand, like Cain and Abel, or like not Cain and Abel, but I think there is a story in the Bible where it's the son and the father fighting. I don't remember it. I think it's an Old Testament story. Anyway, and so it felt like that. It felt like the son and the father fighting for different reasons, and so I'm like, I'm happy with where and when the book in the middle of the street as well, the trap book in the middle of the street, so it's kind of like there is an aesthetic to it, kind of thing as well. So
Yeah. So it's now really out. It's now out in the wild. Yeah.
the book is really out. It's trapped, but it's out in the wild. Oh man! Oh, I feel like it. Oh man! I'm grieving. I'm grieving this campaign already.
Well, it's always possible to take on a new
Another character. Yeah, but I feel like the meta knowledge is gonna ruin it for me. I don't know how I could. How can I come into play without the meta knowledge? Maybe if I can be a secondary character with playing with the other guys, that can be fun. We can talk about it, but let's say you think of an interesting character that is also part of what the three other guys are doing, or Brian is doing, or something that makes sense, that comes in maybe a little later. And so the character is almost like a secondary character that he comes in, and so that I don't have to be involved in too much meta knowledge. I can just be there and be the character. So that's another experience of roleplay. Well, it's not another one. It's the same. It's the same. It's just that it's because I cannot say that Jimmy was a protagonist. You know?
Yes.
So
I'm sure he was to his mother.
It's
You might be a protagonist.
At the same time, I feel is it true that a lot of Call of Cthulhu PCs end up dead? Is it just a rumor, or it's a part of the genre? You play until you die, kind of
I mean,
thing?
it depends on how you play, right? Like, a lot of people's first characters go through one of the adventures in the core book. And there are some situations presented in one of the more famous first adventures for characters. There are a couple of situations which are very likely to kill somebody. So if that was your character that was killed by this, this deadly trap or whatever, right, this monster, then I think your first impression of Call of Cthulhu was, I made a character and I died. So not terribly different from early D&D. Right. I made a character and I died. So I made another character and they went crazy. And then I made another character and they lived for a while. But then, we started a new campaign. And I think the overall experience of Call of Cthulhu is generally playing adventures with characters made for that adventure. Not a lot of campaigns, and the campaigns are quite, like the published campaigns, are quite long, like play them for a year, 18 months kind of long. And so the likelihood of characters losing sanity or dying is pretty high, just in terms of the length of play. And then some of them are made to be very deadly anyway. So the expectation is that you'll be moving from character to character.
Mm.
And
one thing that can be interesting is that since you said that something took over the body, I can come back as a zombie.
yes, you
That
can
would
continue.
be-
You could continue playing something that looks like Jimmy.
Exactly. That can be fun. If you have a situation, especially if you have a situation with Brian's character, and you see Blue again, and he wants revenge on him, and then you realize it's not
Shot
real
me.
Jimmy. He shot me and try to shoot at me, and then I'm not dying. I'm just, you know. If there is a situation like that, you write me, and I can jump in.
That'll be
Make
fun
one
if
session.
you don't mind playing an antagonist.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It would be fun for real, for sure, of course.
Yeah.
And we're gonna think about it if you have an idea for a character. You know,
There
I
aren't
would be,
too many at the moment in the reporters branch. There aren't that many other characters. In the agents branch with Brian Gregory, there's a lot of NPC characters. You know, there's other agents and there's family members, and there's a lot of characters that could be brought in as a new person who's familiar with some of the supernatural aspects of what's going on. So that's the easiest point of entry is in that branch. Yeah, there are 2 agents who've been involved in some strange things.
It's kind of fun. It's like I was so hyped because I stole the book. I leave with the book, and the whole scene is me in the car with the book until I get out of the car to get beat up. Basically, that's how much the book is nasty. It's like you get your hand on the book, and you're like, "Oh, he kept it in a safe. There's a reason why he kept it in the safe. I stole the book. I get out with the book. Book start talking to me. I put some strap on it. The zombie come out of the book, kind of thing, and then
Right.
and then I end up dying on the road. That's how nasty this
So
thing
nasty
is.
it was.
You know,
I don't know
It's
if you
very-
remember in the reporters branch, they got called away. And what do we do with the book? We can't, I don't know. And Smalls gets the idea to take it across the street to the bakery across the street. But if you'll remember from our recent session, it's a restaurant that's across the street now because he hid the book there and things went very, very badly for the people who were holding it. Yes.
Makes sense. It may make sense. It's very fun. I think that the idea of making sense for fun is kind of important in this hobby. When things make sense, it
You can see
adds
where
to the
things
fun.
came from. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not fun if it just feels like somebody randomly threw an unkillable monster in your way and
Exactly.
stuff.
If it was killable, we never know. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's the first kill. Is it the first kill in this campaign?
That's the
The
first.
You see
There was a retirement. One player retired from the campaign and left me free to do what I wanted with their character. That hasn't been revealed yet. But
I'm not gonna tell nobody I'm dead. So that way nobody will know. Of course.
That's the only way. That's the only way that this works.
Unless they listen to the whole session and they listen to this conversation. Unless, but if you read, if you watch, you watch. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm gonna keep it. Secret.
What about the audio prop? Did that help or did that hinder?
Yes. No, it was fun. It started perfectly. It started in the car. It felt noisy, like it was a recording from that era in a running away car kind of thing. So it worked perfectly well. Yeah, it was a good prop. Very good.
I was disappointed because I played the wrong one. There's the plane recording, and then there's a recording I made to really make it sound like it's in a car. And I chose the wrong file, but I didn't want to stop and say, "Whoop, I chose the wrong file." And, so I was disappointed. But on when this session is released, I'll play the right file.
Okay, you can play the right. Well, I didn't see, but I never heard the other one. But it felt good. It felt genuine. It felt
cool.
And it felt like the world is against me now. Because when you start shooting people. If you start shooting people in the street, you're gonna get some police after you. That makes sense. And so the pressure was on. And sometimes in these moments you're like, how could I have played it better? What could have I done? It's always that idea of
would have been
because when I pushed the brake, I thought you would go across the windshield.
Yeah.
But you narrated that put his hand on and stop not to go and showing that he's strong.
And
so I'm like, unreal, yeah. Because I just wanted him to go across the windshield so I can roll over him. That's basically what I was trying to do. And it didn't work. I'm like, okay, I'm getting out of the car. I'm getting out of the car. Yeah, getting out of the car. Because if I would have stayed there, you would have choked me. Probably sitting on the, it would have choked me or something like that, and then I could have gone into a car accident. Yeah, something. It could have been very nasty. Go into a car accident, even though I kept my cool.
Definitely was going to hit you. Yeah.
Yeah, and I kept my cool because I managed all my sanity check. I did it well, but when you have a real zombie there, now he knows the creatures are real. So he's not gonna play like, oh, it's not there. He knows it's real. So he's composed. Yeah, exactly. So I'm composed. I'm gonna get out of there. And I feel in my head this gangster with this big book under his arm with the gun trying to shoot. Oh man. Exactly. I was like, damn. 1d8 damage.
It's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage. It doesn't move. It's the maximum on my gun. I roll an 8. So it's it's the first time we have a character that you and I playing together.
Yes, it is.
And it was interesting because you never said you're dead. You just said I'm closing the curtain. So I was like, -1. I might not be dead.
Something like, and something takes Jimmy as its new home, something like that. But
yeah, something like that. Yeah, exactly. So I felt I'm becoming a zombie now. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna play that. But no, you're dead. Because nobody's on the road, and it doesn't work. Okay, okay, perfect, makes sense.
So yeah, it's interesting. How could I have played better? I think you played the character to a T. I think you played him well, right? I think a lot of people would have found it difficult to steal the book from other player characters because they're player characters. So I was very, very proud of you for
Of stealing the book, even though I was playing with these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they enjoyed it
Mm.
as well, and
Yeah, I think so.
I don't
because
think anybody enjoyed getting shot.
No, nobody enjoyed getting shot, but I think there is a. I think
There has to be truth to the characters.
there is a price to pay playing your character sometimes, and for me, it was not playing with these guys again for at least a number of sessions. I don't know.
Right.
Because it's fun to play with these people, playing with your friends and playing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm coming in and pointing my gun at your character and asking for the book. And failed. And I understand people not wanting to do that,
Yep.
as players.
If you hadn't, like if you'd walked in, and what would be a different decision that would still have felt real for Jimmy without the gun?
It's very hard, but if the conversation would have went differently, if let's say small would have been less weird, if
Right.
because Smalls was kind of weird, lying and trying to fool me.
Right.
So it's not trusty. He was not trusty. Then the Ivan's character,
Sweeney.
MacSweeney was talking a whole bunch of nonsense, and he was super cynical and saying that we went through time and we went at the end of the universe and all bunch of nonsense. So I was like, this guy, and I was trying to get more information. So another way around would have been me trying to get more information from these guys, see if we can destroy the book maybe together. Come with
Yeah,
these guys.
I thought there was a chance, but then things went bad.
That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to say, hey guys, I know how to destroy the book. The Gavigan told me, let's go together, destroy the book. That was what I was trying to do. But
you saw some of the effect of the book, because that's something that Smalls cannot accept.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then the tongue coming out of the safe created urgency, and Brian's character was in the doorway, pointing his gun at me.
And bars in the windows, and yeah.
So I cannot escape from the window, like I tried to do. So I had to shoot him out. I told him, get out of the way. He said, no, I'm not. I'm going to shoot him. So that's basically,
there has to be some truth. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, really,
so
get out of the way.
The only way it could have been different is if the tongue did not appear, so no urgency, maybe we could have talked a little bit more. That's without saying that there was a guy, say it was Alex Thornton, which was not him. So, am I going to stay there? No, I don't think so.
The other extenuating circumstances, the real Alex Thornton walks in and really, without saying much of anything, just shoots a man in the back.
Yeah, shoot him in the back as well. So it's another escalating situation. So yeah, how can I, if the urgency was not there, if it did never start in the back, if we managed to talk a bit, there's a lot of ifs. That's a lot of it. Yeah. So that's basically the only way I would have seen it. It would have been possible to make things in a certain way where we would have been together destroying the book. But Smalls was not taking it. MacSweeney was,
And the book itself, the book is active, right? So
yeah.
When Jimmy gets in the car, there's a struggle for dominance, right? And Jimmy loses.
Yeah.
In that moment. So now the book is able to show him things.
Yes. Smalls, Brian cut them off, and Ivan and Brian and Scott, when they listen to this session, if they do, they will laugh. They will laugh.
Why is the session so short?
You get what you deserve. You got what you deserve. They're gonna be laughing because I kind of destroyed. I shoot the windows, shoot. They're gonna be laughing. They're gonna be laughing how short that it was short lived. I escaped. But yeah, oh man,
Brutal.
oh kind of, yeah, kind of. Yeah, I was like, okay, I have so many ideas for today's session. Okay, we can do this, can do that, and I had a couple ideas. It went just boom. So that's fun. That's I like those anticlimactic moments. I think, but it's not anticlimactic. It's
No,
almost
not really.
it's a
It
climax.
ended on a climax, but
It ended on a climax. Yeah, it ended on a climax kind of thing.
and then he moved away and decided to stay away from Boston and become a gardener. That would be anticlimax.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know what? I'm going to give up my life of crime. I'm going to move to Austin, Texas. Work on a cattle farm. Change my name.
Yeah, that's
Call me
yeah,
Catfish
right.
Joe.
Catfish Catfish Jim. Big Jim. Big Jim.
Jim.
Guy skinny.
Why do they
Guy
call you
skinny
Big
like
Jim?
that.
You're so small. Oh, that's why.
You have your chest, inside.
Sunken chest.
Yeah, like the Big Jim. Oh, man. I will remember that character. I think we will remember that character for a while.
It's
I think-
very
I think
cool character.
I think it's memorable. Because there would have been so many possibilities. To die. Could have died from my disease. Could have died from
Yeah.
so many possibilities.
Yeah, because
And I can't wait for it.
your disease would give you medical complications. So recovering from
Yeah. It would have been an interesting thing to do. Let's say in the hospital, in the bed, last moment, last die roll kind of thing. I don't know if you've done that before. Have you done that before? A complicated
character
situation in dying in a
Also-
hospital.
pass away, and I've had people die. Their characters die in insane asylums.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But nothing so nice as a hospital.
Okay, but because for the character to reach an insane asylum and die there, oh, that's a grind.
Yeah.
That's a grind. How much die roll they failed, to climb up the ladder of insanity.
That was one of those long campaigns, one of those published campaigns, and they went through a lot, and they fought hard, and they they died while being rescued.
Wow. Wow. That's crazy. It's I think it's for those. I think it's for that's the reason why we play these games. Me personally, I'm looking at like what I had like 9 sessions. Yeah, I had 10 sessions. I had 10 sessions over a couple months, and I had a great time. Doing that for that period of time, right? And I'm very satisfied with the ending for the character. I'm very satisfied. It's satisfying. It's hard to describe RPG what it does. It's a specific kind of experience. Specific kind
Like
of
satisfaction, as Morgan would say.
because and during that period of a few months, we talked a lot about it. We talked on the phone. We did a few videos. Talking and we will be talking more because I might gonna come back into a few scenes. We're gonna have this conversation at the end that I hope I could be in as well. And so it's
Hopefully a new
the
character.
well, maybe if you have an idea, if I have an idea, we're gonna be talking in the next couple of weeks. I don't know how long the campaign is gonna keep running for everyone.
It's open ended, so
It's open ended, so there could
just
be
go
some.
for until it stops.
Yeah, I'll see how I feel. But if you have an idea, or if I have an idea, everything is possible. Everything is possible.
There's one idea that I have right now, which
Go ahead.
which is kind of interesting to me. Terrence MacSweeney has a rival. He's a cub reporter, so he's like a freelance reporter trying to make a name for himself and maybe get a better position at the newspaper, with more money and more security and this sort of stuff. And he has a rival reporter who lately has been getting all of his stories. And so the prop that I put up of the newspaper report on the video about the mob massacre was written by this character, this Evan Pritchard, and photographs by Dylan O'Shea, and so Terrence MacSweeney hates this guy, but he's been exposed to the death of Dr. Call and all the O'Shaughnessy soldiers. He's investigated the theft. He was the original investigator for the theft of the books from the auction house. He wrote a lot of the stories about Mickey the Fist, right? So he has a lot of knowledge in common with Jimmy. So he would be an easy way in without much interference from knowing too much. And he could easily.
Did you play him?
Have I? I've never played him as a.
Oh, you never played him either, so he never showed up. So it's just a name.
He's just a name that's been appearing on handouts from the start of the campaign.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna come back to you. But it's a good idea. Could be fun. I'm gonna think about it. Give me 2 days. Yeah, and we can have another conversation maybe over chat or something.
It's another character that can easily move between any of the branches.
Yeah,
he's got a reason to visit the psychiatrist. He's got a reason to visit the agent. He's got a reason to visit.
Yeah.
Small.
Everybody.
Just the destruction of Small's shop is reason
to
go there. So.
Yeah, and he has already like a rival relationship with one other character, which is always fun. And it's a character that I can play in so many different ways. It's like it's the ambitious, the young. It can be like this idea of a young, ambitious. In French, we say parvenu. In English, someone who wants to climb the ladder and
ambitious.
Ambitious, but there's a nasty word, a nasty connotation. It can be because you can climb the ladder in a very nice and in a very moral way, or you can climb the ladder in a nasty, not nice, not
like
backstabbing,
or do you make brown nosing?
Exactly. I don't know. Yeah, brown nosing, and so it's possible to.
It's totally open. He's never
totally open
in any scene.
Yeah. No, that's interesting. So I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna see. I played an immoral. He was not that immoral, though. He was kind of loyal and he had value. So he was not a backstabbing guy at all.
Yeah, he's just a gangster. He's a counterculture, a representative of counterculture.
Exactly. But I can play a very mean reporter. I could play a very nasty, try to ready for anything or something. I'm thinking about it. It would be fun to have another perspective on the events.
Yeah.
And also it can give you an opportunity to create new stuff as well. if you want to bring new element into it.
Always. Boston.
Yeah, all the way.
Big
yeah.
city with lots of horror for everybody.
when you have an approach that is open like that, not not trying to tell a story, but having as a byproduct, it's easier. It's easier to
Hey, come on
to
in.
start a new brand. Yeah, come on, exactly, because it doesn't matter. It's gonna add. It's just gonna come up, and we can create links whenever we want. We can make sense kind of easily. You have like all the tropes. You have maybe it's the, I don't like the word, but maybe it's what people are trying to say when they talk about the sandbox.
It's definitely set up as a sandbox. Yeah, there are agents, there are characters involved. Some of them are player driven. Some of them are NPCs, and they're in a location. And you don't have to visit the quest giver, but people all around you are living their lives, and so yeah. So in each case, characters learned of something strange going on in Boston because it was important to the characters around them.
Now you get me all excited. I'm gonna think about it. And it's also possible if I came up with something else as well.
Yes.
We shall see. I because there's no professor or intellectual or there's no one like that.
That option's still open.
Yeah, because you gave it to me. You gave me that option, I think, to play. You just say I want to play an anthropologist, or I want to play from art historian or something like that.
Yes,
that option was there. I remember there was a someone from the clergy.
Yes,
as well. That's another kind of vibe.
Right, there's all kinds of stuff going. You have to imagine there's all kinds of stuff going on in the city. Like if that many gangsters were wiped out in one night, that's a lot of families affected.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna think about it. Yeah, for example, I'm gonna think about it. We'll see.
And there are all kinds of people who are looking for the books because that rumor persists that they're made out of gold and covered in gems. So there's like adventurer, treasure hunters crawling all over Boston looking for these wonderful books that will change their life forever.
No, I could create like a guy. I could create like a construction worker who's got out of job, because of the depression, and he's at the pub, JJ Follies or whatever, and he hears all kinds of stories, and one of his friends was like, "Oh, get our hands on these books. I have an idea. I think the book is in this place.
Right.
Let's go steal it."
Neighbor.
Yeah, let's go steal the book. And then we go. But it's just a guy who wants to make some money, feed his family.
Yeah, exactly.
And he gets caught up in this big situation.
It's wide open.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Well, thanks for a beautiful death.
A beautiful death.